Let's turn things over to Mike Everett now. Mike, a lot happening this weekend. Outdoors, it's Father's Day, Juneteenth, of course. So what can we expect?
Well, I think we've all got a lot of plans this weekend. All I can say is this is going to be the last weekend of spring. And this is a spring that I think that pretty much all of us are ready to say goodbye to because it's been so unusually cool and wet. So with that said, the summer solstice is right around the corner, 4 days away on Tuesday. And it looks like temperatures are going to be fairly nice for that. We'll talk about that in a moment. Looking forward to a very long day where the sun rises at 5:11 and sets at 9:10. So it was not particularly summery out there today. In fact, you know what? This is a perfect example of why so many people are getting ready to get rid of this spring. 57 was the official high today at SeaTac, 14 degrees below average. We managed to stay average in the overnights, but that didn't really impress anybody. 91 is the record for today's date, set back in the summer of love. We got 15/100ths of an inch of rain in the gauges today, and the sunset, 9:09. Just a few minutes ago. Spotty showers on Saturday is what we're tracking. That's some really good news for folks heading out in Fremont. I'll show you what it looks like in a moment. We'll get most of the rain out of the way tonight, unless, of course, you're way up in Whatcom County. It looks like we're going to be seeing some steadier rain there. Still gray, but drier on Sunday. Dad's Day and Juneteenth looking pretty good. And then it's going to be warmer and drier to greet summer. So here's what's going on right now. We got a lot of moisture moving up from south to north. You notice that? The really cool pattern, even especially over top of places like New Mexico, into Colorado, and up into Wyoming as well. These folks have got some drought issues, so happy to share the moisture. Meanwhile, it looks like we've got a storm cell that's trying to walk its way through northern Oregon right now. Don't know that it's going to survive, but it's fairly robust right now, heading up towards Pendleton there, with a little bit of instability over top of the southern Cascades. Meanwhile, closer to home, just some showers, and they're dissipating. You notice that on the 2-hour loop. The more that we look at it, the lighter it's becoming. Now, one area that we're keeping an eye on right now is way up near the border there, where we are seeing some steadier rain that's just pushing up into the far northwestern portion of the I-5 corridor there. That'll continue to walk its way up into Canada tonight. And even still, we're talking about fairly light rain, nothing that's really substantial there. Get to about 8:30 tomorrow morning. We are continuing to track more showers up into that neck of the woods. In fact, it looks like the I-5 corridor from Everett all the way up towards the border will be fairly wet. And we're going to be keeping a close eye on things off towards the east tomorrow. In fact, we've got a flood warning in effect up in Okanagan County. Looks like we're going to be tracking more heavy rain there tomorrow as well. In fact, that could trigger some flash flooding. So if you are headed to eastern Washington, way up near the border, especially near Omak, it looks like it's going to be a pretty rough day tomorrow. But by the time we get to Sunday, it's not going to be clear, but it's not going to be wet either. So get out and enjoy. 59 will be the high, if you want to call that high, on Saturday. But then by the time we get to summer, 71 degrees on Tuesday, and we're going to do it again on Friday.